everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is Monday morning, 7:30 a.m. I am at school. Yay! Woo! I really like Mondays, to be honest. I feel like it's a nice fresh start, especially after this weekend. I ate like trash, felt like trash. I felt like a bowling ball, to be honest. Do I regret it? No, I don't. And that's just that. No regrets here. Anywho, today I have 2 classes this morning until 10:50. And then I don't think I have any more classes after that. I have an interview today at 2:25. I'm assuming it's 2:30. I don't know why they were so specific with the 2:25, but we'll see. I'm excited. It's my first interview. I mean, my first like real interview. I've had like some, we know like the deal, like COVID times, so weird. Things are just weird. But I had like a non-interaction interview where I basically like had someone not someone, but like a machine prompt me questions and then I like recorded my answers. So I've had an interview like that, and now this is my first real interview where I'm actually talking to somebody. It's just on the phone, but better than nothing. Yeah, I'm excited. It's for a finance internship. Who knew she was interested in finance? I actually took my finance exam on Saturday. Yes, you heard that correct, Saturday. And I did really well on it, and it's the first test that I've gotten an A on in school. And I just want to be clear that I'm not just dumb. Like, we have a lot of presentations, and all my classes last quarter only had 1 test, and I was like just riding the B train, which was super annoying. It was annoying that we only had 1 test in every class, but the B train was just hella annoying. So I'm just trying to like be more intentional with my studying and being on top of things. So I'm excited. I feel like pretty good about finance, at least like the knowledge part of it. Like, I feel like I know what I'm doing. So we'll see. Like, we'll see how the interview goes. I'll get to learn more about the position, and yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. So I'm gonna go to class, and I will see you all later. I am done with class for the day. Yes, bless up, happy, motivated, ready to party. It's Monday motivation. We love that. I am almost home. I'm going to I'm gonna go to the gym. Like I said, I have my interview at 2:25, so I'm hoping that, you know, I can squeeze in some gym time. I'm gonna try and get there around 12:45. And as long as I leave by 2, I should be good. It's like a 15-minute drive home, but I just want to be in front of my computer because I have some notes written down and just some things that I want to say. at the gym. I'm having the slowest morning. It's 7:30. I woke up like an hour ago. I feel like I typically get to the gym a little bit sooner than this. My motivation is already depleted for the week. I kind of took the weekend off because I had some events going on, and now I just cannot get back into the swing of things. I just can't do it. So I'm trying my best. I am back with the pre-workout. So, I've talked about this before, but we're back at it again. Dry scoop and pre-workout. We've got water. We've got the pre-workout. Let me tell you, people think that this is hard, but I learned a hack, and we're ready. I have not learned a hack on how to stop spilling it all over myself every single time. So, we got the pre-workout scoop. Water. You do the water first, and then what you do is you like literally throw back the pre-workout. Like, you want your head to be back. So, okay, take two. Sorry, the guy who pulled them next to me was like literally just staring. He was just staring. Like, leave me alone. Anywho, we sip, we toss, we swallow. You wait for it. Painless. I don't even think the last time I showed this, it was that smooth. So, ooh, I just have no energy. And I'm not like a coffee girl. I'm not a coffee drinker. But I do like Monster. This is actually from yesterday. I like this one. Don't come for me and tell me that Monster is not good for you, because if you think your synthetic Starbucks sugar-free syrups are any better than my freaking 80-page ingredient list on here, you're wrong. You're wrong. I'm telling you. Wednesday is like the end of the week for me because I don't have class on Thursdays, and Friday, you know, it's like weekend, baby. Anywho, my interview. So I'm hoping that this will just like give some tips and tricks and help in any way that I can. But I basically did like a 15-20 minute phone interview with a company this week, and I just want to say in general, like interviews in general are just weird. I mean, there's just a lot of stuff that goes into it, and I used to like never research companies or research anything before interviewing for them, which is like mistake number one. You should always research a company before you interview for them, because they're probably gonna ask, why do you want to work here? And you're gonna want to give them an answer. So that's kind of the questions that I got asked. I got asked like why I wanted to work there, be a good fit for the company, what I'm doing right now that would be good and help me in the future for the position that I would have. And yeah, it was just a lot of questions like that, behavioral questions. And I have like a whole list of behavioral type questions where I basically just go through every so often and just think about like what my answers would be to those questions, because it's basically the typical questions that like every company is going to ask. So just make sure that if you do an interview for a company or wherever, research, like do your research and make sure you know what you're talking about when they ask you questions, because it's going to be real embarrassing if they ask you something about the company and you don't know anything, or if you apply for a position and you don't know anything about the position, you just thought that it looked cool. So just make sure that you do your research and know what you're talking about. What's really awesome about this whole like virtual world right now is that you can write everything down. You don't have to feel like you have to memorize it all. You can literally write it down and they're never gonna know. I mean, I've heard people say before that you can like have a journal and write in a journal and like have some notes for interviews, but I've never really felt comfortable doing that. The only time that I've ever brought any sort of notebook to an interview is when like for question asking, or like writing down an answer to a question or something like that. So I mean, you could do it for that, but like I said, I just don't really feel comfortable having a whole notebook of cues on what to say. I just feel like that doesn't really look super professional when you're like in an in-person interview. But like I said, everything is like pretty much virtual right now, so it is pretty cool to be able to write everything down and have everything you want to say, and you don't have to memorize it, and you won't forget it. And that's exactly what I did. I did a bunch of research. I just wrote down some things that I liked about the company. I wrote down some notes about the position that I had been applying for, and all of that I feel like really helped me answer just like the basic questions that I was asked. And I want to say I was only asked like 3 or 4 questions, and then of course I asked some questions. That's another tip. Always ask questions. Like never say, no, I don't have any questions. Just as a tip, my favorite question to ask is, what's a typical day in the life of X position that you're applying for? So I remember that's what I asked in my interview for school. So when they interviewed me, they asked me if I had any questions, and I was like, what is a typical day in the life of a student? What's a typical day in the life of a marketing manager, or like financial advisor? You know, whatever it is that you're applying for, just ask what a typical day in the life is for that company. That might spark more questions when they tell you some things that you might be doing in that position, or at least they're probably never gonna tell you like a full typical day in the life. They'll probably tell you about the company, and they'll probably tell you more about the position, but I doubt that they're ever gonna tell you a full-on day in the life. So I feel like that's always a really good question to ask, and it just makes you look good because you have a question, and it also just like shows your interest in the position. But yeah, that's it for me. I'm gonna go get COVID tested. Woo! We love Corona. It's not because I think I have it, it's just mandatory for the school. We have to get tested every few weeks. Go Corona. Hello, I'm home. It is 2 o'clock. I am exhausted, and I have another class literally now, but I'm not sure, you know, whoever's watching this, what other type of YouTubers you watch, but we'll call it a multitasker. And there's certain classes where it's like, sure, you need to pay attention to, and I'm not saying I do this or condone this, but sometimes you have other things you need to do. And right now I have a class until 3:20, and strangely enough, that's the only time I have to clean. And this place is a freaking wreck. Like, are you joking? A literal shirt this is a light, and there's just a shirt hanging from it. So I'm going to do a dash of cleaning because I have an exam tomorrow, a big exam that I'm not quite prepared for because I haven't really been feeling well the past few days. Like, not necessarily not feeling well, I've just been like overly tired, and allergies have hit me hard. It's like definitely that time of year where the allergies are hitting me. It's just like I can feel it because I'm like sneezing. Eyes are itchy and watery and just like gross. Ugh. And then I'm just like tired. So I think I said this yesterday that I just like really don't feel motivated, and I just was not. And I feel like there's just 2 days of missed opportunities to study. So now all I have is today and tomorrow. My test is at 4 tomorrow and I don't have any class. So my plan, class and clean. And then I'm gonna take an hour, study. I'm gonna take an hour to break and probably take a nap, because I feel like if I'm studying and I'm in like I'm like in class and like kind of cleaning up a little bit and I'm in the zone, like productive, then I can be productive for another hour to study, break, take a nap, I don't know. Then I'm just gonna do like hour of study, hour of like probably making dinner, relaxing, chilling, and then 2 more hours of studying. And then I'll be able to just focus my efforts on studying all day tomorrow. It's called multitasking. It's called genius. That's me. Spot that I was the last time that I talked. I think maybe I was facing this way. I don't know. Oh my. So I have done so far, not underwear, I swear. They're spandex, but like not my spandex. Boys' clothes are weird. Anywho, I did a little bit of cleaning during my class. Am I okay? I literally can't, like, I don't have coherent thoughts right now. I did a little bit of cleaning and, like, you know, during class. I promise that I really do pay attention. I like just take my laptop around with me. Like, I was cleaning in the kitchen, I had my laptop there, paying attention. It's like I'm paying attention, but I'm doing other things. I swear, don't come for me. Did that, took a nap, and I've been studying for the past like hour and a half. And you know, it's going for sure. I'm studying for my econ class, and I feel like the general consensus is like we don't know what's going on. So at least it's not just me. I did not like econ when I took it in college, and econ that I took in college was nothing like whatever I'm doing now. I thought, because this is supposed to be like intro, because my school doesn't have like an econ concentration, so I don't really know why we're learning it, but it's fine. Anywho, so I figured it would be, you know, like intro like I did in college. No, it's not. There's like calculus involved, and my thing is, it's like I did take calculus, but what if I didn't? I'd be screwed. Very, very screwed. And I don't like this. I'm not having a good time. I wish that I would have studied more Monday and Tuesday when I had the chance, but you know what? I didn't, because I didn't feel well. Well, I didn't really feel great yesterday. Monday I felt fine. I just didn't have any motivation. I was like, oh, I still have Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Ha 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 ha. Well, joke's on me, because I wasn't feeling great yesterday. And I guess that kind of like leads me into how I study, and this is just kind of what's been working in school for me, for a more quantitative type of tests, you know, like math based or application based, not just like study this and memorize it. So basically what I do, and I can kind of show like what I have going on. So this side is the practice problems, and then this side is the solutions. So I go through this side on my own, and I'll go through all the questions, see what I can answer, and if there's something that I can't answer, then I go to the solutions and see what I need to do. And then I also have this, which is my notes, and this just pretty much is like anything that I just don't know off the top of my head. I use that, and it basically just kind of any certain type of problem that I don't know how to solve just on my own. I have those notes that give me step-by-step instructions on how to do it. And what's really convenient is like I don't know if my program is like this all the time or if this is just like a COVID thing, but all of my tests have been like open book, open note, and sometimes it's beneficial, but sometimes it's not. Like I would say the most beneficial it had been was probably for a test that I took my last quarter, where he let us have a sheet of paper, because we actually did this in class, not online. So he let us have a sheet of paper and he let us write on the front and back of it, and that was really convenient for me because he gave us the topics and I just like wrote the most important things from those topics. And honestly, had I not done that, I definitely wouldn't have done as well in that test. But for this, it's like you're in a time constraint, so it's not like you can just go back and learn the material. You actually have to know things. So like I said, I don't know if like it's always been open book, open note, but this is what I'm doing for it to be open book, open note. It's just kind of studying this way with like the little split screen. I also have my notebook here to write down, you know, all my answers and stuff, and then write notes as I go. And that's what really helps me just go in order that way. So I typically like to take, I would say like 3 to 5 days to study for one test, and depending on how many chapters there are, trying to do a chapter or 2 a day. And then I'll typically take like the last day or the last 2 days and I will study cumulatively. So I'll just go through all the practice problems or like the textbook or whatever other resources there are. And that's pretty much what's been working for me. So I guess I'll stop rambling. I really need to shower and, you know, like get something going. So I think I'll probably just end this here. I feel like I've been vlogging for like 3 days, and I meant to only vlog for 1, but I just kept forgetting because I was like doing other things, and there was like a COVID scare in my home. No big deal. Tests were negative, like we're fine, everything's fine. But no, but I don't really like to vlog with my boyfriend around. Like I'm like not that comfortable yet, so I typically like vlog when he's not around, like outside the house or when he works. And he was home because he had to wait for his COVID test before he could go back to work, but they were negative. Ooh, go escaping COVID once again. Alright, that's it for me. Like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Follow me on Instagram. I'll see you later. Bye.